Folks, forget 2025 and 2026. It's 2027 that's being whispered about behind closed doors. Does anybody say folks anymore? A sacred timeline marked by channelers, prophets, and mystics. That's what we're going to talk about today, but mostly ignored by mainstream media. Whether you believe prophecy or not, one thing I guarantee, what happens in 2027 will shock us. I'm ready for it. Are you? Hey, can't get any worse than this, right? Or can it? Today we're going to go beyond the clickbait. We're diving into the actual names and predictions that are circulating so you can wake up, not freak out. I insisted on that. I said, I want names, I want specifics, and we're going to do that right now. Welcome to Landria on YouTube, here to help you break through the fears. We're going to talk about 2027 today, and hang in there with me because I got some free cool stuff at the end of this video. Yeah, so what if I told you that the year 2027 shows up in ancient texts, psychic visions, and even modern channelings as a turning point for humanity? So we're thinking, well, wait, what happened to 2025, 2026? Some big events. Transformation, 2026, something big's going to happen. Don't know what it is, but some say 2027 is the year of veil lifts. Others that it's the year of a massive revelation about who we really are. I think it's all the above. And right now, whether we collapse or transform is being decided by you and me. But we're going to talk about the predictions. Stay with me because by the end of this video, you'll see why 2027 isn't something to fear. It's something to prepare for. You signed up for this ride, so did I. So let's talk about ancient and prophetic references, actual predictions. St. Malachi's final pope. This is so interesting. A 900-year-old Vatican prophecy references Peter the Roman, the last pope before Judgment Day. Uh-oh. Is that a real thing? Aligning with the year 2027, when some interpret it as the end of an era. Let's talk a little bit further about that. Let's talk about Nostradamus and Pope Leo. Some modern interpreters say Nostradamus predicted a final pope named Leo, Pope Leo the 14th, in 2027. This pairs eerily with our current pope selection and apocalypse speculation. Let's talk about Nostradamus. In 1555, that's a long time ago. Many interpretations point to mid-2020s as a time of great upheaval. What? This keeps coming up, right? Great upheaval followed by renewal. We're on the brink of that. You know how many videos we did about the shift, the coming divide? We're in it. We are deep into it. Some researchers argue that his cryptic verses hint at a great leader falling and a reemergence of truth between 2025 and 2027. A great leader falling and a reemergence of truth. What is that? It could be, well, there aren't too many great leaders on the planet right now. So you can do process of elimination with that. Now let's talk about Bashar. You've seen me do a few videos about Bashar, like predictions that he probably shouldn't have given, that were more Daryl Anka than Bashar about our elections. I was hearing a little bit of his opinion going on there. But the truth is, Bashar is channeling an alien, an extraterrestrial that supposedly is hovering over our planet, which is his future self. Believe it or not, he has generally had some very positive predictions, but as I showed you in one of my videos, he keeps predicting things of none of which have come true. And his excuse is, well, everything's malleable, and that is true. So why do we bother with predictions in the first place? So Daryl Anka, channeling Bashar, reveals that 2027 falls into a window of contact, hinting that open communication with extraterrestrial intelligence and a massive shift in collective frequency could begin. Sort of leaves him off the hook, right? Could begin. So, Baba Vanga, the Balkan mystic, wow, she predicted some cray-cray stuff, but not everything. She foresaw a revelation about human origins. Ooh, this is exciting. Around this decade, many now point to 2027 as the window. Could this mean disclosure about extraterrestrial life or hidden human history? Maybe we're going to find out we're not who we think we are. Uh-huh, it's going to blow a lot of things out of the water. I mean, look at us. We don't look alike. How did that happen? I think there's something else going on. And 2026 is a pivotal year for some big events and things that are going to be revealed, which I think is going to catapult us in the 2027 that we're talking about today. The Mayan calendar beyond 2012. The long count didn't end in 2012. We were all preparing for the end. It was a reset. Some Mayan daykeepers claim the true flowering of the new cycle begins around 2027 when humanity steps into the next frequency of time. That's so exciting. I'm hanging on to that one, okay? Osho, channelers, Ra, Cryon, Dolores Cannon. Although Dolores was not a channeler, she would get information from those who she was hypnotizing. Something would come through and give her information. So let's get that clear. Dolores' regression sessions often revealed that 2025 to 2030, here we go at the 2030, there's a cutoff somewhere that's something, I don't know what it is. We'll get to that in the next videos. 2025 to 2030 period is a major dimensional shift where a portion of humanity moves into higher consciousness. 2027 appears as a threshold year. Now, we see the two Earths, right? You're looking at them right now. Everybody's thinking physical. Everything's physical. We can't imagine there's something beyond this. I believe it's dimensional separation, and that there are those who won't even realize it. We will be on the same planet, living in different realities. A threshold year, 2027. So the public buzz is New Earth emergence. No matter what you think, spiritual communities note that the New Earth collective consciousness could solidify between 2027 and 2030. Solidify. That means we're going to really be operating that way, making a fundamental shift in being. And again, not necessarily a physical place. We may exist in other dimensions and do things that we never imagined was possible. We're starting to do some of these things. I'll share some things in future videos to show you that amazing stuff is happening with us as human beings and the interdimensional energy that we are. So let's talk about what 2027 could bring. What could it look like? Number one, disclosure and extraterrestrial contact. We've been waiting for that. Don't be looking to the governments. Boy, they've been hiding that stuff. You can't trust. First time you lie, shame on you. Second time you lie, shame on me if I keep believing it. We got to start thinking for ourselves. Multiple whistleblowers suggest 2027 is the date when global powers can no longer deny evidence of extraterrestrial presence. That's only a year and a half away, and that's totally doable. We're right there at the brink of that. And as a Bashar indicates, open contact could begin around this time. Something not broadcast by mainstream media, but felt energetically on a global scale. We have our own experiences going on. We're going out there looking at orbs. We're calling in UAPs. We're doing all kinds of crazy stuff that now is, oops, this is real. What is it? We're going to find out what it is. Institutional realignment. With Pope prophecy, many expect a dramatic shift in religious structures. There has to be. If we have ETs hanging out and we've got interdimensional participation and reading minds and all this stuff, that's going to shift religious beliefs and structures, so possibly symbolic of broader cultural awakening or recalibration. We may look at religion differently. Maybe what's in the Bible, there's a different interpretation of that. We don't know. We'll find out, won't we? So, technological revelation by 2027. AI. Don't be afraid of AI. We can change and program anything. We do have that power. Biotech and quantum breakthroughs could change how we live. Good things, right? Free energy, doing jobs that we don't want, and maybe allowing us to do things we do. Let's start to think that way, not negatively. The veil lifting may be our dependence on old systems crumbling. That's what's going to happen. It's already happening. No one can keep secrets anymore. We're not believing it. We're not falling for it. So, disclosure and contact, totally connected to spiritual awakening. They're waiting. Hello, McFly. When are you going to join us? We got some cool stuff here for you. Quit using it for nasty things to take each other out. A mass shift, millions breaking free of fear, systems of control weakening. We're going to operate as communities saying, I'm not going to take this anymore. What movie is that from? 2027 could mark the year where spirituality becomes mainstream, not fringe. Spiritual awakening accelerates. Picture millions experiencing breakthroughs, rejecting old rules, reclaiming higher purpose, forming conscious tribes. We're not the weirdos anymore. We're going to be the norm. Why? Because people are finding out this is real stuff. We're not just tree huggers. We're one, and it's all beautiful. And when we operate that way, imagine what we could do as communities on a new world, a new earth. Economic and social shakeup, it's required. Predictions warn of financial restructuring. Yay! Did you know I was an investment banker for 20 years? It's all corrupt. Yeah, they're good people. People want to do good things, blah, blah, blah. Anytime you get large amounts of money, there's control going on, manipulation. It's not in the favor of the general public, believe me. I got out of it. And I'm so happy because I'm here with you because a collapse for some will happen, but an opening for new conscious economies for those who are ready is going to take place. We'll have new economies that do work, that greed is not going to be put first, but abundance will happen. Stick with me to the end of this video. I got something for you that we're creating that world right now. Abundance, it's okay. It allows us to create the new economies. It allows us to share and make sure that no one goes without ever again. The empowerment message. Why so much attention on just one year? Well, there's symbolic convergence. 2027 is showing up in spiritual prophecies, religious tradition, and metaphysical channels. When multiple unconnected voices mention the same year, it's time to pay attention. These are random predictions. These are things showing up from the past, 1555 with Nostradamus. And they're all converging right now. There's something going on with that. Not fear, but invitation. These prophecies are not trying to scare you. They're signaling you to awaken. We don't want this. Let's change it. We can. We're going to awaken to alignment, to become the one who creates rather than someone who waits to be rescued. I keep telling you, creators are the ones who will rule the world. Others follow creators because they're the innovators, the change makers, the visionaries. Abundance, health, joy, all of that awaits you. If you're a creator, don't be afraid to do that. You hold that power. So this isn't about sitting back, waiting for some prophecy to happen to us. It's about realizing we are the prophecy. We are the prophecy. It's not separate from us. The future isn't set in stone. 2027 is a mirror reflecting what we choose now. Do we feed collapse or transformation? Our future is happening now. It will be mirrored. What do you want to see when you look in that mirror? It could be amazing. We live on a beautiful planet. Let's not destroy it anymore or one another. So ask yourself, where am I still playing small? Yeah, you stay in your little safe zone. Why? Are you going to regret that later on and think, I had one shot at this life. What am I going to do with it? What fear am I letting dictate my choices? How can I live as if I'm already in the golden era? It's tough. It's like, how can I live in the golden era when I'm looking around and there's craziness going on? Right? Cray cray. Well, guess what? You have to be the change. You have to be the light. You have to be the compassion when there's fear and anger. You have to look at the other as perfect because you are. The Creator doesn't make mistakes. So, if this message stirs something in you, it's not random. You're here because you're a part of the wave shaping 2027. You, because you're watching this video. And you know that there's truth in this. So join me for free resources as I promised. Are you different? Are you a dreamer? Do you have ADD? Do you think the world can change? People tell you you're Pollyanna or a tree hugger or you've been doing whatever. No, I know my power. So I created Digital Explorers for people who want to create businesses to change their lives and others. And that's the economy. It's the new economy taking place. Those are the creators that are saying, I can do anything and I teach you how to do it. Then we take business. The physical world, we're still in it. We want to change those financial platforms that never really worked in our favor. And now we become abundant, but more than anything, we are making an impact on this planet. And if you want to participate, I have a free webinar, digitalexplorers.net, and I have 2 programs, and we can help you to create an online business that's going to change the world, starting with you. I don't care what you tell me. I never say no. Let's make it happen. Breakthrough fear. If you're still in fear, I have a free webinar for you too. Let's find out the story you're telling yourself, because everything we think and do creates that mirror. You want to change that future? We got to change this here. We got to be the change makers, be the creators, be the visionaries and the new thinkers. If you're ready for that, I have all of that down in the description. Come on over. 2027 isn't waiting. The universe is asking, what role will you play in the prophecy? You are whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. I hope you'll subscribe, click that bell. If you're not seeing my videos come over, it's because the algorithm's changed, and I know why it's happening. So make sure you are subscribed and you check the bell that you'll get all notifications for all my videos, and share them with others. Tell people we have so much to look forward to. I promise you that. But it's still a choice. I'll see you in the next video. Namaste.